if you think about within your family, what are some of the rules that either like that are the stated and known or just kind of implied, which means like, okay, maybe we don't really say them out loud, but we just kind of know these are our rules. So what do you guys think some of your family rules are?
Violet, there's one we say to you all the time about hurting. Do you know what it is? Well, no, our family rule is that we may not hurt ourselves or others.
You haven't said that to me in a long time.
Well, you probably haven't been threatening physical violence in a while. So that's a rule.
What else? What other rules do you think of?
They're probably more implied because we don't really have like a list of rules.
We don't really have rules. We usually just have like things that we usually don't do.
Okay, so what are the common sense things?
We're not a bossy family.
Oh, so don't boss each other around?
No, I just said that we're not a bossy family, so we don't get off of it. That we don't have any
Bossy.
that we don't have like any rules because we're not that bossy.
Call someone a name.
Don't call someone a name, okay?
What's a rule in a parking lot?
Like a little.
What do we not do in parking lots? Yeah.
But that's not like a house rule.
I know, but common sense are like rules.
I thought
are
we were
typically
talking
made to
about
keep
house
you
rules.
safe, right? To create boundaries.
Okay, what's the rule when you're on your scooter?
Don't. Wait, the street rule?
Yeah, that's a
Don't
house
go
rule.
to the street.
That's right.
Ben, what are some of your screen time rules?
Go to bed? Like what?
Yes.
What?
Once we say it's bedtime, you may not be on your screens sneakily in your room, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds like
Everyone.
Okay, those are good.
Okay.
Like Ben said, lots of common sense stuff.
Right, we definitely don't have rules that you have to get straight A's, but we do have rules that you have to try your best. See, you have to try your best. And so if you get a grade that maybe reflects that you didn't try or let's say you get a B, but and we all know that you didn't try your best, then there's discussion about that. Then you get beaten. Yeah, that's what we do all the time. In our house with no rules.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, so that makes sense. So you have to try your best. Can't call people names.
Listen,
Can't cross the street, careful, like safety rules types of things. But a lot, like Ben's saying, just like kind of common sense and implied stuff. So, okay, cool. Okay, what happens when there's a disagreement in the family? Like, how does it tend to be handled? Either like Tim and Abby to the kids, or Ben and Violet, you guys can answer this in terms of like when you guys disagree. How's it tend to look?
Tim?
It depends on the situation, but usually if it's a disagreement between us and the kids, we'll listen to what they have to say, but it's ultimately our decision.
Okay.
With the kids, it's just a bit of a constant sibling battle. There's no like resolution necessarily.
What?
I mean, there is if it's like a specific thing. Like they love to fight over furniture or seats or what is most comfortable.
Or the Big Joe.
The Big Joe, the big
that was
beanbag.
mostly at the Airbnb.
At the Airbnb, there was a lot of fighting
We
over.
don't really sit on the Big Joe anymore.
What's the Big Joe, Violet?
It's the beanbag, Daddy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we got this like wildly oversized beanbag when we were living at the Airbnb because we needed something comfortable, and it is hideous but wildly comfortable, and therefore there's some arguments over it.
Okay.
We gotta stop.
Well, there used to be more arguments over it because we had no seating at our the last place.
When that's all you.
That was it.
You said that you would get me my own beanbag, which I had now, but like it wasn't fair because Ben picked me up, but when I was on it,
Well, now you have your own.
yeah, I know, but when Ben
Why
was
do you?
when Ben was on it, and then I got on it, he got really mad at me, and then when
Yep.
I was on it, and then you got on it, you were like, "Moose, coming on."
Right, so
What?
Violet didn't always think it was fair the way it was being used, so we just tried to keep track of who sat on it last time and who gets it next time to be fair.
Okay. And now you have your own Violet in your room?
And I could store my stuff in there.
Nice. Very cool. Okay, you guys, this one's for each of you if you feel like answering it. So, how do you express your emotions? So, how do you express either when you get angry or when you get sad or any emotions that you have? Violet Hankins, yes.
I talked to Mama.
Okay.
That's
So-
very,
Just you tell her how you're feeling and she helps you with it.
I usually talk about Malachi now.
right, well, but let's not talk about Malachi specifically, but like if you're feeling. Like the other day you were very mad about something, and you told me, so then we talked about like what you could
Was
do,
yesterday
right?
Tuesday?
I don't know,
Yes.
yes, yesterday was Tuesday, so
Was that
remember I
about
said
the
go,
shirt?
what?
The shirt?
Yes. Sure.
The shirt made you mad, right? So then we talk about a
It shouldn't
solution,
fit me anymore. I'm getting too tall.
yeah, it bothers her when her clothes.
You're gonna have to
She
get a new
outgrows.
house more.
No, but I'm thinking about, I can't remember something happened, but then I said, go punch the pillow, right? Cause you were so mad, you didn't know what to do with all of that
Oh.
energy.
That's a Minecraft.
Okay, so Minecraft made you angry, so then you told me you were mad, you were storming around stomping, and so I said, why don't you go punch something? Okay, you're distracted.
Yours.
So she typically comes to me and then I try to help come up with an appropriate response if something physical is needed.
Okay.
It's just talking about it.
Okay. And then Ben, what about you? How do you handle emotions?
What? I kind of agree with Violet with like communication. And there's like, if there's a problem, probably just gets talked out.
After I beg him,
Like,
I'd say Ben might like withdraw a little with emotions. And then, is this fair?
thanks for answering my question.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
stop.
I agree with what Violet was saying, basically.
Talking it through.
Yeah.
Some members of our family are more open.
Okay.
Like Violet, you know, all day long, every day, what emotion she is feeling from 1 minute to the other.
You usually like talk
Okay.
about how